Mickey and DJ, we just got out of Century Theaters. We saw Batman versus Superman, and we wanted to give you our opinion of it. So when we walked out, you were talking about this. This movie literally is all over the place. Mm-hmm. It is all over the place and nowhere at the same time.
Right. I felt like the plot just kind of kept twisting and twisting and twisting. You never really caught up to what was actually supposed to be explained. You got a lot of semi-important parts, like your characters, which needed to be built because they are going to start doing Justice League, which was...
That was supposed to be the, oh, hi, Hook. New, another movie's going to come.
And
right?
There's gonna be multiple up until about 2020.
Wow.
Is the plan. Yeah.
See, I didn't know that. This is why DJ is here.
So you get a lot of the characters. So we had Cyborg. We had the Flash.
Okay.
And we also got Aquaman.
Is that who that was?
And Wonder Woman.
So and Lex Luthor, that's the genius that they're showing, is that he was able to research them. Mm-hmm. Okay.
However he did it, he got all this information that was basically blackmail on these metahumans.
A lot of blackmail.
Yeah, a lot of blackmail. So he did his history, but they never explained how he did his history. So that's what I felt. I felt like they were leading us up to all these things, but then it was like, we're just not going to explain them to you. So, and then you don't even know why he's completely mad and angry as to why he's so like gung-ho on getting these people to fight. I mean, granted, the whole God complex, and then you got the whole Bacchae and theater and Shakespeare and all these weird poems and things of that nature that he brings in.
So hold on, let me interrupt you on this. So this is supposed to be the same original Lex Luthor.
Correct.
That was Gene Hackman in the 70s. And Kevin Spacey in the 90s.
Right.
Or 2000.
With their own interpretation of what Lex Luthor was.
Because I'll be honest with you, when it first opened, I thought he was Lex Luthor's son. And then as the movie progresses, I realized, he's the actual Lex Luthor. He's a great actor, but I preferred him better as Mark Zuckerberg than I did Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey to date is my favorite Lex Luthor. I just know...
So how I felt that a lot of that was writing. If they wanted him to be perceived as this extreme genius on top of being a psychopath, then he did an excellent job. So I'm not just crediting what he did, because he delivered if that's what they were trying to deliver. I felt that they were trying to mash up a Joker and Superman, Joker and Lex Luthor villain because they could only have one. So I feel like because they were going to go the Lex Luthor route, they made him just as psycho as the Joker, so we get our Batman feel.
Well, they were making everybody psycho because Batman's having delusional dreams.
Which was weird, and I thought that was
like over the
unnecessary.
top.
Yeah, very over the top. And then it just kind of continued with that whole theme of having these flashbacks and having these random memories, because then even Superman goes and talks to his dad on glaciers, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I have no idea where the plot is going. I have no idea what's supposed to happen here.
And I was starting to fall asleep. I never fall asleep in a movie, and I'm starting to fall asleep. God, I don't even know, an hour into it. I was not excited at all about two characters fighting one another over. It seemed like, honestly, these both seemed like they had severe daddy and mommy issues. And even as I'm watching this, and and no qualms to Ben Affleck being Batman. I thought he was fine as Batman, to be honest. But I realized, Batman's background and his character, Bruce Wayne, he's nothing but an overgrown child with a lot of money who just made his dream come true, and he became an action figure. Is that really what Batman's supposed to be?
Right.
Okay. The fact that they waited 2 hours and 10 minutes into the film to bring Wonder Woman, I was waiting for her, and she was the badass.
And she
was a total badass.
Which was really cool. I feel like a lot of her scenes, she just really stole the show.
She really did. She wasn't even on there a whole lot.
Exactly. I feel like when she came in and she delivered her lines, which I was worried about because of the accent, but I feel like she did her job. She delivered her lines. Her character was believable, which I was worried about because she wasn't bulky. I was looking for some kind of...
Well, I was looking for really big tits, and those didn't happen.
But I felt like she did a great job for Diana, for the character, for Wonder Woman. I felt like She really delivered.
We
and
all
I
miss
agree.
Linda Carter and her boobs.
I do agree. We should have got her earlier. We should have saw at least like more of a glimpse of the costume, more a little bit of her action. Maybe once they found the picture, they could have did a little flashback since they were doing those.
Yeah, a picture of her from
of her-
1918.
yeah.
So, okay, you've read this comic?
Yes.
Did it follow suit to the comic?
No. Which I'm pretty shocked about because they went ahead and they're doing a Latin Flash. I don't know if anybody else picked up on that.
Yeah.
He's definitely Latin.
He's definitely not white. Though, like I said, I don't know. I didn't read Flash. I didn't read Flash.
But that's exciting to me, and I like the fact that they're gonna make it non-connected to the series Flash. So I'm assuming what they're gonna do is make that its own little universe, and then make this its own universe, because they do the universe parallel thing to kind of keep killing these people off.
Comics are
and
so
bringing them back to
confusing.
life.
I feel like there really was a hell of a lot thrown into this one movie.
No, I mean, and I got genuinely bored with a lot of his mental breaks when he like was like flying and the bats. Like I was like, okay, I'm bored with this. But I will say this: one of the best things that I love about Batman is his origin story of how his mother and father were killed.
Yes, they kept that,
and they did it so well.
And they were able to bring back the original from that movie, Diane Lane and Kevin Costner as the parents. The remake, which is the first remake of Superman since the Christopher Reeve version. Really, it's been 30 years, I think, since the remake. They haven't had a remake of the actual Superman. So that was interesting with this one. But overall, how would you scale this movie?
Overall, I would definitely probably give it somewhere between a 7 or 8 out of 10. I feel like we missed a couple marks, but I feel in general like we got what they were trying to set us up for. The only person we missed was Green Lantern, and if he was in there and I missed it, then I apologize to the directors and the creators.
Don't even. I honestly had an issue with them trying to show that people had an opinion that Superman could be evil.
Well,
yes, he has ultimate power. The whole point of him being who he is he represents the best of struggling through hard times, and no matter what happens, you always must do the right thing. To me, that's what he stands for. And when you take a character like that and show a weak side, that just it's like revealing that Easter Bunny and Santa Claus and Tooth Fairy to a 3-year-old aren't real. I didn't appreciate it at all.
I thought it was rough.
And Batman, he is supposed to be disturbed, but he was having like psychotic, I'm tripping on drugs dreams.
Yeah, and that was bad. And what they didn't stick to is, we all know that Batman's main thing is that he does not kill. But
he did a lot of killing.
He did. But I mean, and even in Dark Knight, I feel like he did some killing. I think, I'm not sure, but I definitely can say he killed some people in this film, and I was a little thrown by that, because I was like, if they're gonna really stick gun-ho to doing Justice League and justice and not killing folks, they didn't do a good job, because they were killing people left and right.
They were, and they made Lex Luthor more of a sadistic killer, like psychotic, versus just a genius.
Yeah.
Who, I mean, if I recall, his whole goal was to just take over the world and rule it, and he used money to do that. Even though in the other movies he would threaten to kill people but never actually went through with it, this one is psychotic.
Yeah.
He killed a lot of people in this one.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, what threw me off on this, is that there were a lot of dead people. And that isn't normal for the DC, right?
Right, very true.
Okay, that's what threw me.
However,
okay.
If you're going for more of a realistic take on something as DC Comics, then I mean, I guess you gotta kill some people.
Yeah, I guess so. If you want to make it realistic.
Yeah, exactly.
It definitely isn't one for the kids.
Yeah,
but, I'm not here to raise your kids. Never mind, I'm not even going to go there. Thank you for sticking with us. I know this is kind of long.
Yeah, thank you.
We're tired. But, so you have any comments, go to the M.A.N.A Show Facebook and let us know. Peace.